Long before the Doromalagi would grace the pages of fictional comic books, we had the real-life Agoji, an elite squad of women soldiers in the West African kingdom of Dahomey. And in The Woman King, those warriors are brought to life with all the flair one might expect from a summer blockbuster. But does the film actually deliver on the promise of the thrill seen in its trailers? Or is it yet another example of Hollywood trying to cash in on an ongoing trend? Hi guys, Michael Abayemi here, and today, I'm reviewing The Woman King. Set during the height of the rivalry between the Dahomey and the Oyo Empire, the film follows Nawi, a new recruit of the Agoji undergoing training under the tutelage of their formidable leader, General Naniska. The women serve a young king named Gezo, whose efforts to keep the peace with both the Oyo Empire and European slave traders grow increasingly strained. And when tensions go beyond his control, his loyal Agoji must prepare to face off against the forces of the Oyo Empire, led by the ruthless general, Oba Ade. It is clear that a lot of care must have gone into the crafting of a film like The Woman King. From its opening battle scene, you are immediately thrust into the harsh realities of this brutal world. Except it is one where there exists a lot of beauty as well, shown through the culture of the Dahomey. But none of that would mean anything if the film didn't also tell a compelling story, which thankfully, it manages to do over the course of its 135 minutes runtime. And while that story might take a lot of creative liberties and deviations from actual history, it never felt superficial or implausible. The comparisons to Black Panther are inevitable, of course, especially coming out just 2 months before its highly anticipated sequel. But while the former had depicted its female warriors as nearly infallible killing machines, this one takes a far more realistic approach to its depiction by not shying away from showing his warriors take some painful looking licks and blows. That said, you can still expect plenty of action scenes that require some level of suspension of disbelief, none of which was enough to take me out of the movie. This is largely because the film is anchored by truly great characters, and those characters are generally driven by solid performances across the board. Nawi serves as an appropriate surrogate for viewers to follow, allowing us to learn about the Agoji and their way of life. Despite her hot-headed ambition, I was quickly endeared to her desire to prove herself. Viola Davis was as well as captivating as ever, but it was actually John Boyega who garnered the most cheers in the theater where I saw the movie. I suspect that had a lot to do with his nigh-gone perfect Nigerian accent and overall charm. If I had any criticisms to give about The Woman King, then it would be that its ending didn't quite resonate with me as strongly as I wanted it to. This is not to say that the film had ended on a downer, but just my way of expressing my disappointment at the fact that a certain plot thread hadn't been fleshed out more. I obviously can't get into what that was without also getting into spoilers, but I can at least say that it was a minor detail in the grand scheme of the movie, and chances are you might not even have the same problems that I had with it. The Woman King is a historical epic that plays like a summer blockbuster. Its story and well-choreographed action scenes are sure to please moviegoers, but it is its excellent characters that work to elevate the movie above your typical popcorn fare. This is a movie that deserves to be seen by as many people as possible, irrespective of what you think about Hollywood's trends or its so-called woke agenda. Plus, it is sure to scratch some of that Black Panther itch for those waiting for Wakanda Forever. I'll give the film an 8 out of 10. Will you be watching The Woman King this weekend? Let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed watching this review, and to subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future. And until the next one, this is Michael, signing off.